he was playing so well, of course, at that time. He was having a very successful spell with Tottenham, who were, you know, one of the top teams at that time.
Yeah, obviously I knew I was in contention because Weiser was suspended for the first 2 games. I knew I scored more goals than Andy Carroll and Danny Welbeck.
Jermain was probably, in many ways, the most experienced and the furthest advanced of those players.
I remember the training camp, and I remember feeling so sharp, like the sharpest I've felt all season.
It was pretty obvious that he was a player we needed in the England team.
My mentality was, right, I'm ready to do this. It came out of nowhere. My brother actually called me and said, Dad thinks he's got cancer. I said, okay, I need to go and see him. I remember going to see my dad in East London. When the doctors walked into the room, like, I knew that something weren't right. Just basically said, yeah, you've got cancer.
I don't remember how I found out. What we decided to do was very, very simply let him know that priority was his father. We made it clear to him that, you know, we would support as best we could.
And he basically just said, every day after training, you can leave the hotel, we'll get you a car, go and see your dad, spend a few hours as long as you want, and just come back and meet us for the evening meal. So this was like every day. So I'd train, go to the hotel, put my tracksuit on, go straight to the Royal Marsden Hospital and just sit with my dad for like hours.
I wasn't privy to their conversations, but his dad told me he just wanted to let Jermain know that, you know, he's sorry and that he wasn't there for him when he should have been. And, you know, just wanted Jermain's forgiveness and that he loves him. And I was happy for that.
I just felt like I had to be there with him because I just wanted to just give him that support. You know, even though we didn't have that relationship, I was happy that I spent that time with him. You know, when he really needed me, I was there. So this was like every single day up until we actually left to go to the tournament. I didn't know whether to go or not. I didn't know whether to travel with the team. There's more to life than football. This is family. Like, you know, my dad's dying. I don't think I can just leave. Then I thought, you know what, though? My dad would want me to go. Like, he would want me to go and play for my country. I remember arriving in Poland. We arrived into the hotel. I remember just, you know, we had the evening meal. And my head was all over the place. And I remember just being in the games room with the boys and went to bed. And my phone rang about 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, I knew straight away.
I remember he left very early, and I was waiting there to have some breakfast with him before he went home.
It did hit him really hard, and I think it shook him really hard because you missed out so much, and the quality time that you missed out wasn't because you didn't want him in your life.
Didn't really sink in, to be honest, because even when I went back and I saw the body and I flew back to, I think I was in shock. I was so numb and I just felt like I was in shock at the time.
It's a lot to take on, but it was difficult for him emotionally.
And then after the funeral, I flew back over to the tournament.
He came back and joined the squad and didn't give me any indication that, you know, he didn't want to be there or that he didn't want to play. I don't remember anything like that at all.
He told us his head was all over the place.
Yeah, well, to be fair, he disguised it well then.
The England team have exceeded expectations in Ukraine, but that success just makes them thirsty for more.
For me, it was all about winning. But at the same time, to be honest, it's a good thing I probably didn't play.
We was rubbish.
When we got knocked out, the first thing I thought was, right, I just need to be home. and just try and go on holiday and just switch off and just be with my family.